Hey guys, how are you? For those of you who do not know me, I'm Melinda Rychlik-Clark. I help struggling network marketers build a trusted presence online, which helps them ultimately increase their leads and profits. I also help people get fit from the inside out. I feel so passionate about both, and I'm so glad that you are joining me live. Listen, in the comments below, #live, and let me know where you're tuning in from. If you're catching this on the replay, #replay and let me know where you're tuning in from. Okay. So today is session 2 on what to look for in a company. Listen, I had no clue. Okay. I have been in this industry for over a decade. And when I first joined, I was green as a gourd. Okay. Totally didn't know what to look for. And so, like I had said so many other times, was so incredibly passionate about being able to stay home, that I was not as passionate about the products and the company as much as I should have been. Okay, and so total disclaimer before we get started. I have 7 kids under this roof today. I'm watching 2 of my neighbors' kiddos, and I have green fingers because I play teacher. I've done some activities with them, and so if you see me doing like this, they're like, "What's wrong with Melinda's hands?" I'm turning green. I'm turning into the Hulk, you guys. No. So anyway, if you hear any noise, that's what it is. But I wanted to hop on here and just share this with you. I have 3 things that I want you guys to look at and think about, because if you are thinking about joining a company, if you're thinking about switching companies, these are some things that I want you to really consider. Okay. Number 1, the comp plan. When I decided to invest in myself and I started talking to so many different network marketing people in different companies, what I always hear is, we have the best comp plan ever. Okay. And so the question you have to ask is, how relevant is that? Okay. How relevant actually is that statement? And have you done the research on the companies that you are actually looking at? Because see, when you join a company, you're not just going to jump in, right? I've made that mistake several times, okay? And you are actually going to need to interview the company, right? You need to look at everything. You need to look at policy and procedure. You need to look at the comp plan. You need to look at how everything is aligned within that company, okay? Because listen, if there's some fine print in there that's going to hold you back from being the best version of yourself, you really need to think about those things, okay? Because with that comes a lot of resentment. It comes a lot of drama. There becomes lots of things that could potentially happen that you could cut out from the very beginning just by knowing a few of these things. Okay, so the comp plan, number 1, you need to align yourself with a company that is paying and promoting, okay, both types of people in the business. Okay, you're going to have people in the business that are going to they're going to sell product like nothing. Like they sell it all the time, right? Product promoters. And then you have people who are recruiters who are going to be recruiting like crazy. You need to look at a comp plan and make sure that both sides are treated fairly, okay? Because everybody comes to the table with strengths and weaknesses, okay? All right, so if you are not treating the people that are building your customer base, building a huge customer base because they are selling your products, then in essence, you're building a house of cards, okay? Because you have to treat those people the same, because what's going to happen is they're going to get burnt out because they don't feel like they're being treated fairly. They're bringing the customers, they're building the company's business, right? And they're getting paid, but Are they getting the recognition? Are they getting the incentives? Are they getting all the things that someone that builds a massive team would get as well? Okay, so think about that. Can everyone succeed or feel value in the company? That's the other thing, okay? Number 2, you need to align yourself with a company that isn't just encouraging you to build them, okay? But a company that encourages you to build yourself, okay? So you got to kind of think about this like, you're a representative for the company. You're building you're a brand ambassador. No. You're a brand ambassador for you, okay? For you. Because if that company falls or you decide to change, you're going to want to take you, who you are, who you've branded, and move, okay? But you can't do that if all you've done is brand a company, okay? And so you need to align yourself with a company that encourages you to go outside the company to get the skills that you need without any red tape, without any disciplinary action, right? And that's not saying that you're going to go and do anything that's scrupulous, right? You're going to go outside and find training that you are going to benefit from, that in essence you're going to help build your business, okay? All right. So I hear this a lot. Man, Melinda, after talking to you, I regret that I didn't brand myself because I'm ready to leave. I'm ready to try something different. I'm ready to try something new. This is not aligning with my life anymore because my life is changing. And you guys, sometimes that happens. Sometimes it happens and you don't even see it coming, okay? It just happens, okay? So you need to make sure that you're building you. You are the important factor in this, okay? If you use the products, you take the products and it works and they're great, kudos, man. That is amazing. But you want to be able to align yourself with that company, build yourself, build your own brand, and the company should, actually, your leaders should be encouraging you to do that, okay? That's business, right? So, for example, as an educator, we were always encouraged to go get training outside of our school, outside of our district, okay? And so it's the same with business. You can learn so much from somebody else in a different business, in a different company, different products. You can learn from them, and that's cool. That's okay because you can bring that back and you can help so many other people, right? Okay, number 3. You don't have to be first when you start, okay? It's not as important to be first. We're a brand new company and we're ground floor and we're just starting. You guys, there's pros and cons to both of those things. So you got to open your eyes and open your ears and do your research, okay? Because that's not always the best thing or in your best interest. You have to know all the facts. You have to look at policy and procedure. You have to look at the comp plan. You have to look at how people are treated within the company. And if you don't have enough of those facts, you might want to really pray and journal about that, okay? Because you need to go with your gut instinct. That is going to carry you. If you have a little inkling of I don't know, don't do it. Don't do it, okay? Until you know for sure, man, this is scary, but I'm going for it. I'm excited. Okay, that's the feeling you should probably have. Actually, that's the feeling you should have. Okay, so what you do, when you start is not as important as what you do, okay? The company needs to have training in place. You need to have policies and procedures. You need to make sure that they have a rock solid system. You're not going all over the place. Other people aren't creating stuff and you're doing this. You're not all over the place. Because when you onboard people, you guys, it needs to be clear and simple. Because you've got to think, some of us have been in this field for a long, long time. Some of us haven't. Some people, they are brand new to this, and you want to make it simple so they can be successful, right? If not, you're going to have a lot of people on board and then they're like, peace out, man, this is too hard. So you need to have a system in place, okay? And the company needs to show growth. Look at their numbers, okay? Research it. Look at their numbers. If they're having massive growth, that's a good sign. Okay, look at the trends. Okay, businesses go through trends. They go through up and downs. That's the normal. It doesn't matter if you're in corporate world America or you're in network marketing, direct sales, you're a standalone brick and mortar business, mom and pop shop. You're gonna go through ups and downs. Trust me, I know. My dad was an entrepreneur my whole entire life. He has his own record business, auto body shop. Like, we've seen it all. Okay, and so in this field, you're gonna see that as well. This is the thing. If the company is not going through massive growth and they are on the decline, my friends, wake up. Wake up. You have got to be aware of this. You are making a business decision, right? You're making a business decision. You've got to make sure that you know all the facts, okay? I have made some of these decisions, and that's why I'm sharing this with you, okay? All right. The other thing is, the last thing I want to share with you is, or actually two things. You want a business that's going to serve and help others be successful and empower themselves. Okay? And I'm talking about across the board. None of this like, well, this is my team and this is my team and we're not going to talk about this because this is my team and no, we don't need to discuss this, this is my group and, why is she talking to my team this way? No, that is not business, guys. That is very, very immature thinking. And you need to have a broader perspective, okay? You need to surround yourself with like-minded people that want to serve and empower other people, okay? All right. And you got to think about it like this. Let's say you're in education, right? And we're interviewing, I was on an interview team, so you're interviewing other teachers. If you have somebody that's like, this is my classroom, these are my kids, these are my parents, and you don't share, my friend, in an elementary school classroom, in an elementary school, you're going to get a bad rap, okay? Because all teachers share. We have to share, right? We can't afford not to share. All right. It's basically like we're a village and we're raising all these kids. It's the same way in a business. When you give back and you serve others, it is proven you get it back in return. Okay. You don't do it for that reason. You do it for the right reason. Okay. That would be a bad motive. You do it for the right reason because it's the right thing to do. Okay. All right. Two other things. You want to be in a company that is onboarding, that is sharing, that has a great comp plan where everybody wins, even the customers, even the referral program, okay? You want to refrain from being in a company that has managing systems, okay? People promote based on managing and incentivizing other people. It doesn't last. It's exhausting. People get tired and they don't want to do it, okay? It's exhausting. No one wins in this. Okay, even the people at the top start to crumble because it does not work. It does not work. Okay, so you got to not be in a company that manages those systems, right? You've got to be in a company that is onboarding and sharing, encouraging growth, that is growing, whether they've been in business like from the very beginning or they've been in business for several years. Okay, look at the trends, look at the numbers. You owe it to yourself to be responsible when making this decision. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off. If any of this resonated with you, I would love to have a conversation with you. I've seen all different sides of it. Being, helping teach and coach other people on social media. I have the privilege of seeing lots of comp plans. I have the privilege of hearing lots of successes and failures, okay? And it's not really a privilege, it's sad, but we all go through that, right? All successful people fail and they get back up and they put on their big girl panties, dust their hands off and keep going, right? That's just how it works. Drop your favorite emoji in the comments. Let's chat. If you have any questions, I'm an open book. I would love to talk to you about any of the things that might help you be able to make the best choice about the company that you want to join. Bye, guys. It's so good to be with you today. Happy hump day. We will chat soon.